Carrie Drzik at the Irish Film Festival Boston, and I am sitting here with Dominic MacHale, who did some heroic cycling in The Young Offenders, which played here on Thursday night to rapturous applause and laughter. How are you, Dominic?
I'm doing very well. I'm a little bit worse for wear, but I'm feeling much better now than I was a couple of hours ago, so thank you.
Boston took care of you.
Boston took very good care of me, but I didn't take so good care of myself. That's the problem. Boston's been too kind to me, and I've taken so much and given so little back, so...
Nonsense. So you, this is the second festival you've gone to with this film, right? What do you like about being at festivals, and how have you liked the Boston Festival?
Well, being at festivals is fantastic because you just get to meet such a range of people, and you know, people from various backgrounds who do various things involved in the film, so you get to meet kind of everybody at all different kinds of levels, so that's fantastic. Boston has been superb so far, with regard to the people at the festival. They've taken such good care of us, and there's been a great atmosphere as well. I mean, you don't really get it as much in Ireland, but people will come up to you a lot more here to tell you how much they enjoyed the film. I think in Ireland it's more kind of like, oh yeah, it was good, yeah. They begrudgingly, quietly say to themselves that they enjoyed the film, whereas over here people are coming up going, yeah, well done, really enjoyed it, and it was great to laugh for a few hours, you know. And one woman, I don't remember her name, but she was going, yeah, I had a really terrible day on Thursday, and then I came to see the film, and I laughed solidly for 2 hours.
Nice.
So she was like, that was perfect, that was exactly what I was looking for, so, yeah.
Now, was this your first film?
Yes, it's my first film, yeah.
And you come from a sketch background, a comedy background, generally?
Well, I come from a microbiological background because that's what I studied in university, but I got into acting while I was there.
It's very funny, microbiology.
Oh, it's hilariously funny, and microbiologists tend to be so much fun too. They're not kind of boring, anal, attention to detail folk at all. So I came from that background, and I realised that I enjoyed the performance element of acting, and I actually did theatre mostly, so I've only recently kind of forayed into the world of TV and the world of film, but I'm really enjoying, because it is quite a different style of acting, but it's ultimately the same basic principles, I think, you know, and I think I'd like to do a lot more film, because I think it suits me, yeah.
And how did you get involved? Was there an audition process, or did you know some of the people involved, and were they already aware of you?
I'd worked with Hillary before. We did a show together called the Improv Panto, which is like a pantomime that the audience get to pick which one they want to see, and the 5 actors come out and then they cast it in how they want it to be cast, and it's comedy and it's improv and it's excellent. So I worked with Hillary before in that, and I worked with Peter on a music video. Hillary has this character called Handy Sandy, who's slightly unpleasant or rough around the edges, shall we say, and I was in a music video for her, and I had to get the letters FLA shaved into the back of my head.
Nice.
Are you familiar with that term?
No, but...
FLA is it's very specific to Cork. It means a very attractive person. So in the video I was playing a character not too dissimilar from the lads kind of characters in The Young Offenders, and I had to get FLA shaved into the back of my head. So Peter knew I was committed and that I was willing to go that extra mile.
How long was that in there afterwards?
Well, it was shaved out immediately afterwards, but it was literally, they had to kind of skin the
You
back
didn't
of
make
my
a
head.
life change after that? It wasn't
No,
like
no.
a revelation?
I thought about it a while, kind of going into the whole hair tattoo type stuff, but no, it didn't stick. With regard to the audition, I mean, Peter sent me the script. He said I have a part that I think you'd be interested in. I read the script, I really liked it. I thought it was kind of funny and smart and well written, and then I met up, we read it together, we did a little bit of improv, and then as a kind of a throwaway thing at the end, he was like, and can you cycle a bike? I was like, yeah. So I was kind of thinking maybe I'd be on the bike for a scene or something,
Yeah.
and then little did I know I'd be cycling up and down some of Cork's steepest hills.
He should have said, how do you feel about cycling forever, and maybe throwing in a few lines here and there.
Exactly. How do you feel about cycling solidly for 3 months and on a absolutely appalling bicycle that gets thrown to the ground?
I imagine
times?
your cats were magnificent.
They were superb. They were bursting out of my jeans. Absolutely superb. Yeah.
And so, I mean, I imagine it was extremely exciting just to be doing your first film, but you're from Cork, right?
I'm from Cork, yeah. I'm from Blackrock.
So, I mean, did you have a sense that this was going to be something special? I know it played for, 7 months there?
Yeah, I mean, while we were making it, I think we knew it had the potential, or we knew it could be good, but I don't think anybody, if they're being honest, would have anticipated the success that it's had and how people have really kind of taken to it. And, I mean, I was thinking that it was going to be kind of a bit more of a niche audience than it has attracted, you know, or was going to have a bit more of a niche audience. But it's got kind of wide appeal, which was fantastic. And I think once we'd made it, and Peter showed me kind of some of the rushes and an earlier cut of some of the scenes, and I was like, wow, this looks fantastic. A guy called Paddy Jordan shot it, and he's just incredible. So yeah, I think we got a sense pretty quickly that it was going to be good, but I didn't think we could. I don't think we predicted it would be this good. Yeah.
So the last thing I will ask you about before I let you go back to nursing the hospitality of Boston out of your system is the end scene. I don't want to spoil things, but I'll just say that it's just like a symphony of slapstick, and I'm wondering what the choreography, what that process was like, and how long it took to kind of get that, how intensive that process was.
I think choreography is a very generous word for the process there, because Peter likes realism.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's this prior to the very final scene, or sorry, just prior to the kind of conclusion of that scene, PJ Gallagher's character comes into with the front door, and he's got something in his hand, and Peter wanted him to kind of hit me over the head with it. And we didn't really kind of block out how we were going to do it. So PJ ends up just cracking me over the shoulder. He hit me right down on top of my clavicle. And it really hurt.
Oh God.
So you can see it in the film where he just smacks down on it, and I go straight down. And then Peter shouts "cut," and I was like, "Oh Jesus Christ!" And Peter was like, "I'm so sorry, because he heard like a thud."
Post-cycling scenes, hopefully?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
And then it was just a case of like, Peter would kind of describe what he wanted, and then he would just turn the camera on, and he'd say, "Go for it," you know.
Imagine what happened in editing with that too, putting the chaos together.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, and it's like it was filmed. It happened so quickly, but then in the film it slowed down. So the actual filming of it took seconds, but it goes on for quite a longer time in the film. Yeah.
Well, congratulations on the film, and I hope you do get to be in many more things. You're a fantastic presence up there, and even when you're not cycling.
Thank you.
And we really enjoyed having you in Boston. I hope you come back.
My pleasure. Thank you so much.